Ayubowan dear Dhamma friends, 6th episode of Buddha Similes and Smiles. This is Bhante Chandima. Wealth. Wealth is important to live. We need it. But for the foolish person, wealth is a dangerous instrument. The fool always mismanage and misuse the wealth. And finally, that very thing brings their downfall. Today's simile is about 8 grains. It describes a story which related to that topic. Let's begin. Buddha taught this simile of 8 grains because of an old couple who became homeless. While they were having food, which they gained from the remaining parts of the monks, the food that monks ate, the Buddha saw them and smiled at them. When Buddha smiled at them, Bhante asked, "O Buddha, why did you smile at them?" Then Buddha said, "Do you know who they are?" Bhante said, "No, I don't. They are a couple who are millionaires in this very city. This man, when he was born, he had 80 crores, that means 800 million of gold coins, wealth at his home. His parents thought no need of teaching him anything except playing flutes. So they didn't give him any education. Some foolish parents, even today, think so. That brings the downfall of their own sons. Same thing happened here. When he reached the due age, they arranged a marriage with a similar family who thought in the very similar way. The daughter of that family, she was not given an education. She was only taught how to dance. She was the only daughter of that family, and that family also owned 800 million gold coins. They were married. Soon, the parents of the man, they passed away. They were at their own. Then one day they were noticed by some drunkards. They thought that if they could influence this young man to take drugs, then it will be beneficial for them. One day when he was returning home, they covered his path and said, "Do you want to have some fun?" That man asked, "What kind of fun?" He gave him some drugs and asked him to drink. So he drank. At the beginning he disliked it, but since the drunkards influenced him, persuaded him, he kept on drinking. Day by day, the drunkards brought him free drinks, free drugs. He kept on drinking until he became addicted. When he became addicted, the drunkards stopped giving him free drinks, free drugs. Then he started spending little by little on drugs. Then gradually the drunkards also joined him. He started paying for them too. all of them started drinking more and more. Hearing this news, more drunkards joined to him. Then he started spending more and more wealth over the drugs. Then they asked to bring very costly dancers to dance for him. They took him to the places people gamble. He kept on spending more and more. He stopped doing business. Instead, he became a very lazy person. There was no earning and there was only spending. When he reached middle age, he lost all his 800 million gold coins. Then he asked for his wife's share. That means another 800 million gold coins. He kept on spending that over the drugs, dances, and gambling. When they reached 50, 60 years of age, they became homeless. They even sold their houses, the mansions, and everything that they had. They became homeless. Being pitiful, the monks of Jetavana temple gave the remaining food for them to survive. The Buddha concluded and said, "Do you know Bhante, if he managed properly the assets that he had when he was young, he would have become the richest man in this country, the richest millionaire. If he started practicing Dhamma at that age, he would have attained the arahantship. But he lost it. Then, if he started using and managing properly the assets that he had during the middle age, he would have reached the level of second grade millionaires in this country. If he started practicing Dhamma at that age, he would have become an attainer of third stage of the enlightenment. His wife the same. If he started using and managing the assets that he had properly during the last times of his wealth, he would have reached the third level of millionaires. And at the same time, they would have reached the fourth level of enlightenment if they practice the Dhamma. They broke. Not only they broke materially, they broke spiritually too. Such kind of people suffer just like 8 cranes who are staring at the pond where all the fish have gone, where there is no more fish. That's what will happen to the people like that. The Buddha finished. In USA, we have lottery winners. Do you know? They win millions. But according to the researchers, 70% of lottery winners who win millions of dollars finally break within 5 years. Either they declare bankruptcy or they go homeless. Why? They don't know how to manage. They don't use the wealth wisely. It doesn't matter whether you earn a lot or a small amount. You always should have the brain and the wisdom to spend them. According to the Buddha, when you acquire wealth, 1/4 you can spend for your own expenses. 2/4 should be used as investments. Investments on your job. 1/4 again you should save for yourself, because you don't know what will happen in the future. That's how you should manage your money. Because of your past good karmas, you gain wealth. But make sure you have enough good karmas for the future to have a better future. Look far and not near. Always spend the wealth that you have properly, wisely. Earn wealth in good ways and not harming the other people. At the same time, don't misuse the wealth that you do have. Then, if you misuse the wealth that you do have, you will suffer. You will only have the memories about a good past, which are just like dreams. You won't have a good present, and the future will be awaiting for more suffering. You want something like that? You don't need. So, always be wise, earn in good ways, and spend the assets that you do have wisely. See you again with another episode. Until then, wish you good health, peace, and happiness. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.